Greetings, everyone. I hope that you are doing well locally as well as just globally around the world. Please forgive me. I am doing some makeup audios. My health has been leading up to just being burnt out to the point that I have a little stomach virus and just some other thing that's going on. The stomach virus comes from my job. You have a bunch of sick people who it took just one person and it just kind of circulated. And those people they were just all around me, like almost their whole floor had a stomach virus. And from my knowledge, one person is in the hospital. So, of course, even though I'm not on their floor, but the majority of them come to my desk space. So that's an added addition to just feeling overwhelmed, stressed, burnt out, unorganized, a lot on my plate, worrying about everything. So I finally got it together to get up and get myself together. I had to wind up taking a couple days off of work to kind of get myself back together. So please be patient with me. I'm not asking for any, oh, woe is me. Just asking for you to be patient with me and send positive thoughts and good energy and good thoughts and positive vibes. So I want to officially welcome you to Aisha Speaks Jade podcast, where I am your hostess, Aisha, also lovingly known as Jade. So today's episode I will be speaking about is how to show your leadership skills before you have a title. How to show your leadership skills before you have the title. So instead of waiting around for the promotion, you can put these simple moves into action to show your true leadership skills. And traditional thinking would have you believe you need a title to be considered a leader. Conventional thinking is wrong. A title doesn't make you a leader. Your actions do. Okay? A title doesn't make you a leader. It's your actions that show the proof. And I want to say a quick little quote, which says, "Our words have power, but our actions shape our lives." Our words have power, but our actions shape our lives. So defining a leader could possibly be someone whose actions inspire, empower, and serve in order to elevate others over an extended period of time. So people who live out this definition don't wait for a title. And acting this way isn't reserved for the select few. Being a leader is for you because when your actions inspire, empower, and serve others, not only will the performance of the people around you go up, your own performance will too. So, if you are ready to show your leadership skills before you have a title, I want to speak about a few ways to do that, okay? And the first would be actively help others you work with. Actively help others you work with. No one likes working with someone who only thinks about themselves, right? Because if you're just thinking about yourself, then maybe you should just run the show on your own. Because, you know, you being in that type of mind frame, you don't need anybody. You can just shine on your own, right? So, and it also shows how they can get ahead. It's good to have drive, ambition, and aspirations for greatness. but it can't come at the expense of stepping on others to get there, right? So we're not here to step on others' toes, things of that nature. If we want to shine, we should all be able to shine together. So there is no better way to show your leadership skills than by helping others and lifting them up, because that's the goal. Not only you be lifted, but you be inspired and lift up others that you work with. This might mean passing along the knowledge and skills you have acquired, or problem solving an issue that's not directly your responsibility. Helping others prove you think more about others than you think about yourself. Not to say that thinking about yourself is not a good thing. It's just step out that box some and think about others. Again, you all can get the shine together. You all can be successful together. You all can be supportive of each other. You all can empower each other, aspire each other, have drive together, have ambition together. The next would be be an elite listener. Be an elite listener. And I know a lot of us may not be the best listeners, but we're going to see if you can work on that. There are many qualities all great leaders share, but maybe none more important than the skill of listening. To be an elite listener, start with understanding the difference between hearing and listening. Hearing is done with your ears, and listening is done with your mind. Let me say that again. Hearing is done with your ears, and listening is done with your mind. Hearing is something that happens to us without much control, while listening is something we choose to do to understand what someone else is saying. So if you want to show your leadership skills, close your mouth for a while and truly, truly listen to what others are saying. Not only will you learn something, but it will also make an enormous impression to others, because elite listeners stand out. So let me tell you what the difference is again. Hearing is done with your ears, and listening is done with your mind. Next is have a development mindset. Have a development mindset. So the best leaders are learners. The best leaders are learners. So your approach to developing yourself or being developed is a paramount if you want to share your leadership skills. The key competencies include having a growth mindset, perseverance, and being coachable. You must be coachable. Have a growth in mindset. Don't just stay stuck one way, but have an open mind and want to be in a position where you want to persevere. So the one thing to focus on is coachability, which is tied to being an elite listener. Coachability simply means you are capable of being easily taught or trained to do something better. Unfortunately, many professionals think they have all the answers, don't they? Which makes them almost entirely uncoachable. Haven't you at least found one person right in a position, in a professional position, where they think they know everything? And I'm not saying they don't know something, but no one knows everything. We all could stand to learn more. I know I am. I am not knowing everything, but I'm certainly open to good feedback. having an open mindset to the right thing. So there is a reason the best athletes in the world have coaches. And if it's good enough for LeBron James and Brooks, it should be good enough for us. The next would be communicate with clarity. Communicate with clarity. There is nothing more challenging than reading an email or listening to someone speak, and you have little to no idea what they are trying to convey. I've certainly been there. It's like I'm listening, and it's like their mouth is going, but sometimes I'm just like, what? So how well each of us communicate with clarity is one of the primary ways people judge your leadership skills. If communicating with clarity is an area you want to improve, start by focusing on the brain. Each of our brains is continually evaluating what kind of pain or gain we will experience if we do or don't do something. Lean into what our brains are already doing and communicate what good or bad things happen if someone does or doesn't take action for your words. And lastly, don't wait, be proactive. Don't wait, be proactive. So there is no quicker way to show your leadership skills than to be proactive instead of reactive. Instead of waiting for others to tell you what to do, look for problems and try to solve them yourself. While this might come more naturally for some people than for others, it's an area every person can improve upon. And so with that, definitely just have an open mind. Change your mindset. Get into a different position of how you think. Because again, we all don't know everything. We can all learn something, right? We can, again, if you're in a leadership skill and you have people working under you, or even if, you're in a networking or a connection together with someone, have an open mind to hear them and listen to them. Don't be so above yourself to think that you know everything, because surprise, surprise, you don't. So I want to thank you, good, wonderful people, for being patient with me. I would like to invite you to my social media platform. I am on Facebook right here, right now as I speak. I have Instagram, Twitter, and a YouTube channel. You can find me at Aisha Speaks Jade. Again, that is Aisha Speaks Jade. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and my YouTube channel, which you can go to and subscribe by hitting my thumbnail or hitting that thumbnail, as well as hitting the notification bell to stay in the loop. I am still in transition of uploading everything onto my channel and my social medias, but in between times, certainly listen to all of the replays. If you are on LinkedIn, you can find me on LinkedIn at Aisha Jade Speaks. Aisha Jade Speaks. I want to encourage each and every one of you to self-care. And self-care means mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, if you have a belief, and in every way that you can. Take things one step at a time. You don't have to overrush yourself. And when you feel like you need a little break, I strongly encourage you to take that break. Self-care has a way of letting you know when it's time to take a break, because we have habits, whether we are working for ourselves or if we're working for corporate America, or if we're doing a combination of both, going to school, doing whatever we do. We can get burnt out when we don't take a break. So please, I strongly encourage you, your self-care is a priority. In between that time, know that step into your success. Even if it scares you, step into your success. Know your self-worth, your self-value. Create your greatness as well as create your happiness. And when you're going through obstacles, catch it, check it, and change it. It will not always be easy, but it is achievable. So I want to thank you guys for whoever listened live. And if you didn't, know that this replay will be available shortly after. Okay? And with that said, peace and blessings be upon each and every one of you. Nam Yoho Rinke Kyo, because I believe in the power of Nam Yoho Rinke Kyo. Ashe and Namaste. Make sure to be good to yourself, guys. Peace out.